Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat. Welcome back to the Electric Kit. I would like to point out one addition real quick. Over here, this is the Roland SPD-SX. It is a sampler and sample player, and I have that hooked up into the rig, although we're not going to use it today, but expect all kinds of fun sample shenanigans in the future. Today, we are going to do a video that was kind of requested by someone in the comments yesterday, day before yesterday, I can't remember. But we're going to compose a bass line here on the OPZ, and then we're just going to play along to it and talk about some techniques and different things we can do to not spice it up. I already used that, but you know what I mean, just kind of make our playing stand out. I think my cat just bumped the camera, sorry. Anyway, we got the OPZ. We're on the bass track. Let's dial something fun in here. We're going to keep it at 120. Hope that's cool with you guys. So let's go, I don't know. Something nice and basic like that. I don't like that sound, though. Let's, there we go. That's fun. Maybe one more? Nope, too much. All right, we'll just record that real quick. Let's play it in D, though. Here we go. Need to make that 2 measures long. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here on the OPZ. Let's go again. There we go. Let's quantize that real quick. There we go. Let's mess with the sound a little bit. That's pretty cool, but a little too complicated for what we want. Little delay on there. And let's cut out the metronome. We'll mess with the filter a little bit more. There we go, it's pretty good. That's better. Gonna turn it up a bit. Hopefully it doesn't clip on the camera. Looks like we're good. Alright, so let's play a pattern over this and then talk about what we can do to change things up on it. Here we go. I'm gonna set the mic down and get playing. So that was kind of just a basic pattern. With the kick drum, we're following the bass line. With the snare on 2 and 4. If that makes sense. And then on the hi-hat, quarter notes. Just like that. Sorry, it's hard to talk and play at the same time. Just like that. What if we made the last snare drum, though, on count 4? What if we played it like an 8th note late? So, right here. That kind of gives it a little more, little funk to it, kind of, and makes you kind of, you know, wonder, kind of, it catches the listener's attention, like, oh, something's a little different, something's a little off. And a good way to walk ourselves into this, if we're a beginner, is I'm going to turn that off for a second. A good way to walk into this, if we are a beginner, is to imagine it like this. So 2 notes. But we just don't play the first one each time. So one of my favorite techniques is to hit my leg anytime I don't want to hit the drum. But still want to feel that beat in my head. So it makes sense when I play it for you. So here you go. And that's a good way, because you're still hitting something, but you can actually hear how it's going to sound when you start playing it properly, because essentially you are playing it properly. So I use that technique a lot, working with like fast, like 16th note offbeats. But here it works out pretty well for our cause. So I'm going to play the groove now and set the mic down. So now, since we're playing those heavy hi-hat quarter notes, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, what if on the fourth one we open it? So it's going to go like a da 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 da, and it's going to kind of lead into that snare drum hit. So it'll sound like this. Here it is with the track. And once again, we can move that hit anywhere around the kit that we want. In that case, it was a little splash cymbal that set to this cymbal pad right here. So that's a fun way of doing this. And I'm sorry I'm not very good at explaining this. I'm better at kind of talking myself through it as I play it for you guys and try to translate it through. So feel free to leave any comments if you have any questions at all. I'm not really a music theory guy. I've been playing drums for almost 25 years, but I'm not too big on the theory of it. I should be. I need to be. But yeah, I'm just not into it. And the goal of this video is you shouldn't have to be into it either to be able to play well and have fun and kind of develop your own voice. So that's what all these videos are for. It's supposed to be kind of a taking off point for you, you know, a starting point, just a different way of kind of changing your mindset and your approach to playing. So that being said, we're going to get back to it real quick after that little diversion. The next thing we're going to do is take the kick drum pattern and kind of alter it a little. So we were doing this. We're going to add a double kick in there. Not a fast one, or not a very fast one. This can be hard if you're a beginner, but again, these videos are kind of intended for you to watch with the, you know, intention that it's going to change your mindset of how you approach things. So it's gonna go right there. It's going to go right after beat 2 with the first snare drum hit right after it. So instead of, it's going to be, and if we play that every time and then we alternate the snare drum hits every other time, it's going to put a cool twist on this groove, and it's going to sound like this. There it is the last time with the open hi-hat. So let's play that with the bass line now and see how it changes the feel. Definitely makes it jump along a lot better. And it really kind of funks things up without changing too much. The one thing that's very important here is that driving quarter note pulse on the hi-hat. And then again, opening it on the fourth one every time, 3, 4, 1, or every other time, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see at that time I forgot the double bass drum hit. But we can use all sorts of things like this to really just spice up. It's amazing when you start to play and compose your parts, like phrase by phrase, you'll start to notice little variations you can put in places that really kind of make each phrase stand out. So that's one thing I've really been working on lately, is to not overplay, because when you overplay, you give yourself nowhere to grow to in the song. So you want to start out, pretty simple, and then anytime you make a little adjustment to it or add any little note somewhere, it's like, oh wow, that's neat. So it really helps things to live and to breathe. So let's jam on this for a while. I'll play that riff, and also just kind of whatever comes to mind, and that'll be how we end this one.